And coming up next is the UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedown. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, with respect to just engaging and anyone else we want to throw in the mix, this is about as watchable a fighter as we have on the UFC roster, the former interim lightweight champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson is just nasty, from the elbows that he lands on the feet to on the back, the submission ability that he possesses, one of the most diverse strikers in the UFC. And with a college wrestling background, every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know that you have your hands full.
And there's some fighters who just don't like training, right? Frank Mir would always say, I don't like to train. Tony Ferguson loves to train. He'll go 5 or 6 hours hard.
That's crazy.
And from a work ethic standpoint, few guys are going to be able to match that. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Ferguson is 10 years his senior. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. We go inside the octagon. Here's the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 12 wins, no losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Khamzat Chimaev! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage. You ready? All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great...
All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory. Ferguson's looking for a Darce choke here. And he's out. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's gonna start looking to land big shots from the top.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top positions. job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
Under 2 minutes to go. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Close guard. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch.
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
We need to stay a little tighter on the ground with him now. This guy is very tricky.
Okay, round 2, you ready? You ready?
Round 2 underway.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. Straight punch lands. Oh, there we go.
And he landed the right hand there. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Bottom fighter trying to control.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Ferguson getting pounded something fierce by these ground and pound hammer fists. He's got to find a way to squirm out. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Oh, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Well, he's up, but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time. Oh, huge knee to the head. He could be in trouble here. Oh! Misses with the right hand. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Might be able to hook onto an arm here. And he's out. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Ferguson.
This is not as dangerous as it used to be in fighting. You know, before, guys would try to sit in that full guard. Right now, it's just more dangerous for you on top because guys have so many submissions that they can attempt from this position.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Under a minute to go. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Right hand on point. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back. Oh!
All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready?
So here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? He lands a switch knee.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh. Wow, what a kick. Oh. Big elbow there, lands. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Closed guard, good solid strike on the ground. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Down the stretch they come. We're going down to the wire. It has been all action all the time.
I mean, two evenly matched fighters have laid it all out on the line. Let's see who can get the job done as we get to the end of the fight.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground too.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every
and there's the double leg takedown for him. Beautiful entry there. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Now. The guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight. What a fight! All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 9-28, 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Tony Ferguson!
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.
The game is off balance. I'm back on my shit. The Bentley is dirty. My sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all of my